My name is Carly, and this poem is called 2:33 a.m., and I hope you enjoy it. My lips were still wet from the sour words that had dripped from them only seconds earlier. I sat numbly in my car, contemplating the evil I allowed to escape my mouth. A feeling of horrible power had possessed me, and for a fleeting moment I had felt his soul in my hands. But after the powerful rage had passed, I was left with the horror of what my words had done. Violent images of our previous conversations flashed like lightning in my mind. And as I sat there quiet as a mouse, I became aware of how alone I truly was. I sat alone on a deserted road. I had done this to myself. I destroyed every happy, beautiful spark with a river of my self-hatred and insecurity. For this, I was closed off from others. I felt my foot ease onto the gas pedal. The more corners I went around and the further I drove, the more I felt disconnected from the world around me. A single tear freed itself from my eye and slowly crept down my cheek, imprinting a mark on my soul as it humbly fell. All of the hateful, all of the passionate words bounced around and echoed in my head. The realization of what I had done pounded down on me like sharp knives stabbing me. But instead of blood, tears flooded my eyes and a river of salty water unleashed its fury on me. I used him. Having been so desperate and so lonely, I had preyed on his innocence and used him. I pretended he was all I wanted. I told him whatever would make him hold and kiss me, and he had fallen hard into my trap. Driven by years of being alone and unwanted, I had now condemned someone I truly cared about to that same fate. How could I let myself fuck up this bad? For the first time, all I could think was how badly I wanted to be in his arms. How good it had felt all those times. Given my ultimate gift, I had spit it and crushed it. I broke into heavy sobs. Harder and harder I shook. Harder and harder I pressed on the pedal. 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I felt nothing. No movement, no fear. I spelled down that old road with one intention: to end what I had started. I was useless. I deserved nothing, but could not stand the thought of enduring a lifetime of that. And then, in one instant, my decision was made. I slowly closed my eyes as the first twinge of fear crept in. Pushing the fear aside, I slowly took my right hand off the wheel and placed it outstretched to my side. The sheer thrill of it made me quickly release my left hand as well, placing it outstretched through the open window. Using my arms as wings, I flew down the road. In a final mixture of panic and determination, I ground my foot hard into the pedal as far as I could push. My heart was racing, pounding wildly, so sure it would burst. My arms shook uncontrollably, my body crushing under the fierce sobs inflicted on it. Then, as my car left the road, I felt nothing. No noise, no thoughts, no breathing. I felt as though an invisible blanket had been thrown across me, shutting out all noise. I was flying. I was soaring through the air, fleeing my hatred and pity and guilt and fear. My car smashed into the hardness below, but I was gone. floating above a broken world, I was leaving it as quickly and as painfully as I had come. I had vanished into the beauty of bright lights and more wonder than I could contain. I no longer existed and had ceased to belong to a world of people who had caused years of sorrow. Mine is now a journey unimaginable. Mine is now a journey unknown. Thanks for listening. This is my work, and if anybody ever steals it, I will hunt you down and rip out your tongue.